Hi, everyone. My name is Reed, and I'm going to be talking about Wrangle, the first AI-driven platform for recruiting. A company is only as good as its people. Recruiting is the lifeblood of growing companies, and yet the process of finding the right people is often slow and expensive. We know because we work directly with some of the best recruiters in the space with decades of combined experience managing teams at companies like Instacart and Chime. We also learned that over 80% of their budget was spent on hiring internal talent, whether it be recruiters, sourcers, or admin, with only 20% being allocated to software. And despite making up the minority share, the numbers are still significant. Last year, LinkedIn Talent did over $7 billion in revenue alone, up from $6 billion in 2022. But why is most of the spend on people? This is because recruiting is mostly administrative. Dealing with repetitive tasks like filtering resumes or emailing eats away at a recruiter's valuable time, which should be spent utilizing their expertise. Here's a high-level overview of what a recruiter's workflow looks like. As you can see, it's very complex and contains a lot of back and forth. And when we zoom in, we can see the extensive processes involved, but most of these steps are administrative. They range from browsing LinkedIn to even managing an ATS pipeline, but the key point is that these are all done manually by the recruiter. But it doesn't have to be this way. Most of these steps can be automated, and recruiters should not need to spend their time doing mundane tasks that don't utilize their knowledge. And current systems don't cut it. ATS has tried to solve this problem, but they are old school systems of record, and in some cases implement static automation, but don't have the ability to think or act. This is why we are building Wrangle, the first agent-enabled platform that intelligently automates 80% of your recruiting. Wrangle is building the system of intelligence for recruiting. With a set of fully customizable agents spanning from sourcing, interviewing, to communication and scheduling, Wrangle intakes all of your company's recruiting data, your systems of record, your external data, and your communication data, and contextualizes it. And we can reduce the cost of hiring by up to 80%. We've heard from heads of talent that this will allow them to cut their team size in half. We started by tackling the problem of LinkedIn sourcing, which is currently slow and tedious, by building an extension to supercharge it. Our LinkedIn extension intakes a recruiter's criteria in natural language, breaks it into a set of requirements, and then actually goes through LinkedIn, processes the profiles, and saves and hides people for the recruiter. And the impact is significant. Without our extension, a recruiter would need to set the filters in LinkedIn, get thousands of profiles, and spend hours sifting through all of them just to narrow it down to a few that they can send back to their ATS. With Wrangle, this full process is automated and in a matter of minutes. This is because we understand what a recruiter needs. And we have seen solid traction. We started piloting our agent last Monday and already have people from large companies, independent recruiters, agency owners, and even VCs using us daily. We believe that with each agent we build and deploy, there's a clear opportunity to replace an existing part of recruiting stack at companies of any size and in any industry. This is because by providing a more cost-effective and efficient solution to hiring, we can free up and in turn capture a larger share of the people budget. And this is a huge opportunity. Currently, tech companies in the US are spending over $40 billion a year on recruiting. If we can save a recruiter 80% of their time and capture only a small percentage of this savings, just 10%, this represents a $4 billion market opportunity. And what we've built is just the beginning. The LinkedIn sourcing agent is part of a more complete sourcing agent that will take you from prospect to interviewing fully on autopilot. Within the next few months, we plan to release our in-platform sourcing along with our communication and scheduling agents. A little bit about the team. John and I initially met in high school where we worked on a ton of projects together. After high school, I went on to be the youngest product design intern at Coinbase, while John went on to Stanford to study computer science. We are both now full-time at Wrangle. The path to automation is not a set of scattered tools, but consolidation. What we are building is a platform where recruiters and agents can work side by side to automate even the most complex and inefficient parts of the recruiting process. We look forward to building Wrangle into the go-to platform for recruiting, and to everyone here, we hope you join us on our journey. Thank you.